Welcome everyone, I am Tim and this is The Controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. In the last part, as you can see, we made it back to the Commonwealth from Nuka World, and we have all 5 parks cleared over there, and we are just left with Home Sweet Home. And in the last part, I did kind of wonder whether or not I wanted to continue onward with that and go take care of Abernathy Farm, or if I would just want to maybe press on with the main storyline, as I kind of have realized originally when I was going to be going out to these DLCs, I was thinking I would be already to the Institute and have that cleared, so that way I would have the teleporter available to me. But we are not that far along, so I would definitely like to get there at some point and definitely push on with the main storyline. However, I don't really want to leave the Nuka World perks standing just by their lonesome waiting for me to return, and it would be good to officially check off one of the DLCs and have that officially completed. So I think even though we are heavily not overburdened, but we are carrying a bunch of junk, I think we may as well swing back through to the east to Hangman's Alley, and from there we can go up to Abernathy, but first we will check out Chaos Junction. Oh, hello, we got some synths incoming, and that is definitely, I really wish I had taken part in the Institute already. Another one coming over the hill. Looks like we got some Brotherhood coming in. He's doing a little bit of blind firing. That should be alright. Ooh, don't quite take him down. There we go. Usually travel in packs of 3 or 4. As long as that isn't doing a death spiral. Oh, how quick I forgot about vertibirds and my sheer terror of them. They are landing over there, dropping off some people, but that just said detected, not actually anything else. So that is a benefit, and I guess kind of a little bit of a hindrance there too, as I'm not sure if those synths would have actually seen me coming in if not for that crazy vertibird. But oh yeah, they drop off. Oh, they have a dog with them. How lovely. That is one fine looking crew walking along there. I had snuck past a raider that was up by ArcJet, so yeah, that should be good. And back to detected, because the vertibird is flying over me and I would hate for it to just randomly crash on me, but we are probably okay to just keep pressing on. Getting nice and close here. Brackets aren't actually shifting all that much. Just get hung up on a rock a little bit. I'd really like to see what is here. But one thing I noticed on the way back, things haven't really seemed like they've respawned all that much. Oh, we got some feral ghouls. Okay. And what are they taking on today? Ghouls I absolutely would be more than content dealing with. Especially with our 308. Should be able to maim them pretty good. Be nice to see what they are fighting, at least with weapons. A lot of ghouls in there. Okay, Mr. Reaver. And then get that added bonus. Probably not going to take out that stalker and basic feral ghoul, but hey, we'll see what happens here. Get that 25% extra damage from Gun Fu. Stalker goes down. Full up on our criticals once again. And basic goes down. Was that all of them? Nope, still in caution. One more roamer yet. Good animation, and down he goes with a Grim Reaper sprint. There, nice and easy. One thing that I've came to appreciate with that little bit of a legendary circuit in Nuke World, how often they respawn. You know, you think Chaos Junction respawns very frequently just by you know, like just happen to run around the map and you come back and, you know, it refreshed. But that really, ooh, viable blood sample. That's really not the case. You can go into the vault just up the road, come back out, and nothing has regenerated. So, another viable. And, ooh, Brotherhood. I should have probably gotten involved a little bit earlier. But if there's one Brotherhood, that probably means there will be another one dotted around. Yep, another scribe. Take the laser pistol. We'll be hitting up Diamond City here very, very soon. Indeed, we can just sell that right off. And usually it is more than just one or two guys that came in, but maybe that is it for the Brotherhood this time. Maybe they came in a little light. I mean, we just saw up the road was one knight plus two probably scribes or initiates or whatever with a dog. That was quite the party. But alas, that is all we got. So now, may as well make our way to Diamond City first before we actually duck into Hangman's Alley, because I will want to sell off a little bit of the legendary weapons we have. We will probably keep a decent amount, just like Ceto's Shiny Slugger and Oswald's Top Hat, stuff like that. But we can sell off the stuff we don't need. Hangman's Alley is looking as good as ever. I did get everything dropped off in its appropriate place. But one thing that I think would be worthwhile to take a look at is in our inventory, we had picked up the Acrobat's Combat Armor left leg. And yes, we do have a complete set now with, we already had the Acrobat's right leg. So that is very nice to have. I'm tempted to take a look at them and just put them in ultra light mode, try to make them as light as possible and just carry them around for the odd chance that we might need to drop down. But as of right now, I don't think there's anything at least pressing right at the moment to where we will want to do that, as this could be a good way to kind of get around needing just power armor. And if we get a full set on there, we won't actually be giving up like our cunning chest piece or cunning right arm, anything like that, or even our lucky left arm, as those would still be able to be utilized, so our stealth would be a little bit better. So we will just keep that in the back of our mind that we might eventually want to go that route. And then another thing that I thought might be a little bit interesting is we did have picked up this unyielding, I believe, disciples wrapped in Nuke World. So we do have two arms, one of each, for our unyielding gear for if we ever get to that point. So I feel pretty good about that. But I don't think there's really anything else I need to do in Diamond City or in Hangman's Alley. And now at this point, oh, another thing that is of decent note, I did grab the ammo for this gun so we can officially start using our instigating, and I will be sure to not sell off that ammunition anymore. I think I am gonna try to trigger that random spawn again at the corner. I think we should be able to take everything out pretty good once again and just verify nothing is at this boat. Doesn't look like it. And I guess we can then make our way up to Abernathy Farm, which I'm sure, you know, maybe there'll be some random stuff that will pop up that will get us. But that hidden bracket is really getting close. We won't worry about it at the moment. Just let's do our normal going around this building. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit closer in case things get a little haywire, number 4. Switch over to our grenades, and there could easily be an enemy up ahead that happens to spawn in, but regardless, climb the sign. What do we got today? Got our frag mines, but looks like a Brotherhood vertibird. Just double check once more. Nothing behind me? No, they are. What do we got? Brotherhood. Perfect. Brotherhood are good. And why is nothing coming in from this way? I thought that kind of triggered. Yeah, Brotherhood, it's me. We're still good, right? Yep, we're still good. I really thought that spawned in from behind in addition to both. But I guess at this junction, we'll just pick our mines back up as no dogs, Deathclaw, none of anything fun coming in this way. Of course, I say that, and I'll probably, like, trigger it now, and then there'll be, like, 15 ghouls that are running, trying to climb up my back right now. But at least we would have the Brotherhood to take care of that. So, a little unlucky on the spawn, but you can't win them all, and still, no damage taken. Well, 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 what do we have here? I had seen the Raiders had respawned at Corvega, but it looks like the Radroaches have respawned too. So, guess there is a chance of a legendary. We shouldn't have Reggie again, as we already took him out once. And that one's making a move, hightailing it towards me. They're just jumping down like crazy. Okay, is there a little bit of elevation we can get? You know what? This is probably a perfect time to... let's just throw a little Molotov in there. Get a little burning damage going on. Or just not hit any of them as they're... okay, they're well, a lot of them, but they're way back there. That might be a decent throw. Yes. Idiot Savant for the Radroach. No luck there. Obviously, Radroaches are going to be hard for me to hit. But there were like, what, 5, 6, 7 of them? A couple glowing ones, regular Radroach. 70% shot, that's pretty good. One could be a legendary. Got a crow flying around. Oh, there you go. Hello, mister. Got any friends with you? Does not appear to be, at least not imminently close. Don't even really need to pick up the Radroach meat for that matter. We'll check the glowing ones, but... a little disconcerting that I don't... see when I hear gunshots off in a distance. Okay, let's just quick climb up here. Hear movement. Are you working on climbing up like the first time I'm here? There you are. Back to hidden. Perfect. Alright. Get some irradiated blood. I'm not actually sure what's going on over there, but hey. Radroach is done. Nuclear material. That is what I want. But I highly don't. Oh my. Got jump scared by a crow. I really thought that was one more that was about to bite me. All right, let's just move on. Don't need to be jump scared by birds that you literally cannot hit, and they cannot hit you. Home sweet home number 1 is about to start, although where exactly do I need to go? There you are. All right, so I'm not sure how tough these speech checks are. I probably should have actually figured that out ahead of time, but you know, with our fashionable glasses and our lovely charisma gear, we should be sitting pretty good. I can absolutely do, I was gonna say berry mentat, but no, grape mentats to just guarantee any speech check. So it lasts a decent amount of time. I think I'll just go ahead, take one just to be on the safe side, so I know any speech check will be passed. Don't drink the water, or don't drink bottled water. Oh, insomnia. Lovely.
Hey.
Yeah? Can I help you?
All right, so it is a red speech check, so we can just go ahead and say that they should leave. He's going to be very disappointed. He's had a rough go with raiders, and I feel bad about this, but I want those perks.
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Can pay to leave, but yeah, I'm just trying to help you out. You can just go ahead and leave. I'm sure you'll find a good settlement somewhere else.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna... Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
All right, he is not hostile. I can use the workshop, which I was already able to do that. Now we just gotta build our gangs. I feel dirty. I feel dirty. Well, I think starting out, we are definitely going to be siding with the pack and also the operators. So we're not even going to bother putting up any disciples flag. But this one, I think for right now, yikes. I want to... Why can't I build a... Oh yeah, I have to build the operators because I told the operators they needed to meet up here. Of course, that's why. So, clearing out Abernathy Farm is complete, and we got the operators moving in here. I guess that's good news.
Hey there.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming. Gotta head back, boss.
What is going on over there? Alright, now we just gotta go back to Nuke World and talk to Shank, but... Seriously, what is going on over there? Don't forget to put your armor on, though, Tim. Couple explosions. Man, that was pretty close. I got a lovely super mutant thinking he can come up this way. No, 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 no. Good shot. Down he goes. Still more yet. Another Connie Abernathy's getting in on it. At least they aren't hostile.
This time.
Well, looks like they are good now. Okay, so they just walked off and instantly found a super mutant gang. I'm sorry, Abernathy. Ah, man. The moral dilemmas that I have and the disappointment that I have as well. And that sky is looking green and it is shaking quite a bit. I think we have a rad storm incoming. Beautiful. That's not exactly what I want because now I'm not in armor. At least I think that's green. Okay, let me double check, make sure I'm going the right pathing that I want to take. Yeah, I'm already south of Wicked Shipping. Yep, eventually I want to make it to Sunshine Tidings. Yeah, just right on down, cross this bridge, Sunshine Tidings, back to the Lonely Chapel, and we can go right back to Nuke World, talk to Shank. There will likely be something on the bridge, at least over here. That is another spawn point. And yeah, I was definitely gonna be drinking the water from the Abernathys, but you know, I guess we'll just go ahead and drink our bottled water that we have with us. We already saw, yeah, just a settler up there. Don't have to worry about them. The visibility, of course, is gonna take a complete nosedive, as this is for sure a rad storm, if, you know, you couldn't figure that out to begin with. Vantage point. I don't see any silhouettes, at least. Maybe we will luck out. Unfortunately, even if I can't see them, that doesn't mean that they can't see me. Okay, got frag mine. Is it just mined up this time? This is one of the reasons why you definitely want to be able to deal with No Sunshine Tidings co-op, which is a Mercer safe house, which is a little disappointing in a way, and just stick around. Yeah, it looks like they're just mines today. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. But yeah, not Hangman's Alley, but like even Oberlin Station would be pretty good. Abernathy Farm, Sanctuary, Red Rocket. Shoot, just going over by Drumlin Diner with Oberlin, not Oberlin Station, but the Starlight Drive-In. All decent locations. As low-level area, pretty easy pathing, although it does take a bit of time just making the trek back and forth. We are just getting our steps in for the day. Trip 1 complete.
Well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land.
Alright, so now we have to supply Abernathy Farm, which would be ideal if, you know, we had the Abernathy Farm people there. Why don't you set it up very similar to actually Nuka World and just put some collars on the Abernathys, let them stay at their home, but then they work the garden while you just sip lemonade sitting on the front porch saying, hey, bring me that over there, and they will just do that. You know, you have the whole kind of, you know, game plan already right here, and you guys are kind of missing the boat there, which typical Raiders. And I don't think we can actually have Mama Murphy supply Abernathy Farm with goods, although that would be very nice if we could. He wants me to go to 10 Pines Bluff or Starlight Drive-In. Starlight Drive-In, much closer, and I know there are a ton of people there, so they certainly can get a good crop going and send it that way.
So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some.
All right. And
If you ain't standing out, you ain't
back to the Commonwealth. Doing the same train ride back and forth. Back and forth. Look at me. I am learning. I am learning. I can just use that water pump to top up my thirst right now, properly hydrated. And honestly, the Abernathy's have done a really nice job. There are a lot of melons and a lot of potatoes. So I don't really know why these raiders think they need a little bit more food. Not to mention you could, kind of actually surprised that the Brahmin didn't go with the Abernathy's, but, it is what it is. They do technically want me to build, I guess, this nuka world radio transmitter. I'm not actually sure if I have the resources with me because I will need to power it. And, yeah, okay. I do at least have enough to hook it up, which, if I'm hooking it up, I probably better hook it up. And there we go. Settlers at Starlight Drive-In are becoming more intimidated, so it's a little bit easier to deal with them. And yeah, we're really not all that far away. Just keep heading to the east a bit. Maybe we talk to Trudy, maybe we don't, but we'll be at Starlight very, very soon. Well, I don't think we are gonna talk to Trudy today, but there is a raider or two standing right over there by her. I know we are kind of allied with the raiders, but ooh. Oh, hello. You are a lot closer than I thought you were going to be, but you'll go down nice and quick. Just got a measly little pipe pistol. All right, there you go, Trudy. Helped you out, took care of your little raider problem that always seems to pop up. Just 2 today, no big deal. All right, and with that, we are essentially to Starlight Drive-In. So perfect, just 90 meters away now, and I guess I better be a little careful. I don't actually do Home Sweet Home all that often, so it's just on the off chance that, my 10 settlers here have decided to go hostile because I'm intimidating them. Please pay a little attention. And yeah, you better walk this way. I am not. No. Get away from those rad barrels. What are you doing? Are you a ghoul? Because you will become one if you are gonna have wet, soggy feet. What are you doing? I, myself, am gonna give them a wide berth because that is some heavily irradiated stuff. And yeah, look at all the settlers roaming around everywhere with, nothing that they really can do because there's nothing here. Beautiful. Once again, we are going to take the grape mentats and we will throw on our fancy attire once again. Make sure we pass these speech checks.
Hey,
Just some raiders with a radio station.
I
Nothing
can't
to be afraid
remember
of.
the last time I had clean
What can I do for you?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
I'm actually the one that started this place, so technically this isn't even a change in management. And look at my clean black suit that Russell here is wearing. Yeah, you're gonna work for him.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, alright? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now, please, get the hell out of here.
All right, and again, the, phenomenal XP dump that you get for doing these little quests to where super time consuming and you don't really get any reward for it. Nevertheless, onward. Walk, 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 and walk some more. Nuka World one more time, and that AP bar is starting to get a little on the angry side with everything going on.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this.
And alright, we get to go meet Sinner and defend Abernathy Farm. And I'm trying to remember if I'm actually going to have time to set up any defenses there, or if I can just lay down a bunch of mines, or if it's just going to be basically try to talk it out and then instantly have to eliminate them because you can't talk and deal with raiders. And wow, that was really glitching out there. So I guess we'll just kind of play by ear and hope for the best. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Back to the Commonwealth we go. Alright. I can hear Sinner talking to the operators.
Where the fuck is your boss?
Alright, so got operators and then it got a Sinner's Raider down there. And I do believe I can lay down some mines before actually talking to them. And we have been, see here, picking up, yes, these nuke mines. Super, super tough.
Where the fuck is your boss?
Yeah, hi. Don't mind me.
You, the Nuka World
Oh.
waste pile, thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open. Don't you fucking dare.
I'll give you a good reason right now. Well, oh. Nope. Go to Sinner himself. Crit him right away. Back off. There goes the explosion. 750 XP. Clarabelle's chilling over there. Operators will get involved. Nuke mines seem to do the trick. 22 meters away. And got Sinner himself coming running in. Looks like I have a shot on his leg. We'll go ahead, we'll take that. That kind of does a little freeze. Down he goes, but he is frozen. Maybe we can get a couple of shots off. While he's on the ground, down he goes. Perfect. Just how I drew it up. Now I was a little nervous there. They went hostile a little quicker than I had anticipated, because I don't believe you can actually talk them down initially. So I'm very happy that I had those nuke mines on me and that I was able to just lay them down right away, because these guys are not to be trifled with, especially when you look Abernathy Farm. This is just a lot of open space, to be honest, and very easy to just be kind of, caught out in the open and be running into issues. And they're just kind of just hiding in the bushes here. 2 power armor lads plus Sinner, who is super tough, and could have swore there were a couple regular ones too, but hey, that's all right. And that's all we technically need to do, and we just go right back to Shank. So we just ran over here, took care of them, which, where did Sinner end up going? We looted his body, right? Yeah, we did. That was right here. And yeah, now we got to go back. But one of the things I was actually thinking about is, I'm pretty sure, wrong button there, that we actually need to build these guys a little bit of just, I guess, like resources so they can, make them happy. So, guess we may as well, you know, make them a booze still. Though that requires one of them to actually work it. But, like, pick me up station, we can throw in right by our little generator out here. So make them happy as well. Just tie that together so they're happy. And hey, you, how do you feel about being a booze operator? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, that should be pretty good. We got the Nuka World radio transmitter already. And yeah, I guess we may as well make this amplifier as well. Makes them, you know, happy. Doesn't require anything else. And perfect. All right. Just kind of scattered that around. That should make them nice and happy. And again, make the journey back, which so far, which probably will change here before too long, but so far the route has been pretty smooth, knock on wood, to oop. Just Dixie. Okay. Cool. Fine with that. We're just fine just to be walking back and forth past Sunshine Tidings. There's a same settler just chilling up top here, and yeah, nothing to worry about, nothing on the bridge once again. And if we can keep that the rest of the time, that would be peachy. Well, I was just sprinting in here, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, there's a guy in front of me, and it is a legendary pack. So while it's not a hostile enemy, which is good, we do have a legendary. And all right, so poisoner's hunting rifle, lucky for you,
Don't want to show their face.
you get to live.
We're the best.
Yeah, good job, pack. You're a good worker.
Get a gang together. I want a clean house.
Sure. And which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
I'll let them know. So, where do you want to hit?
All right, and for the second raider outpost to set up, we have a lot more options, and this one is to wipe them out. So while I would love to wipe out Sanctuary Hills with Mama Murphy, I don't think that's going to be possible. But I don't think I have anybody at Red Rocket Truck Stop, except for, I'm not sure if Dogmeat has returned there or not. We could go all the way to Spectacle Island. That would be lovely. But for now, yeah, let's do Red Rocket Truck Stop. We already got Shank heading to Abernathy Farm, so he will just be right down the road.
Knock 'em dead, boss.
All right, and wow, well done. Guy just running there and then teleported. Nicely done. Whoa.
Because you asked for it.
Yeah.
No one's a slave that don't want to be.
Okay, carry on with your sprinting. Nice. Getting stuck on stuff, and all right, that's fun. All right, Red Rocket, here we come, and yeah, Shank will be close by for us. Man, these raiders sure set up shop a long way from Red Rocket, which I guess is good for a staging point. But yeah, shouldn't be anything there. Just get them heading in the right direction.
Hey,
We're here like you asked, boss. But, well, it looks like there's no one to kill. Suppose we'll go take a look around. Anyone asks about the job, though, just make something up.
You got it, and there, boom. Already can use Red Rocket, and just gotta build our flag and all of that good stuff there. Just want to verify I didn't happen to set up any. Oh, the bloodbug hatchlings are back. Lovely. Okay, that might get us another potential critical. Or at least start in the right direction. Tiny bit more experience. I'll take that. Things have started to regenerate. Got the hub flower grew back. Brahmin is still stinky. But yeah, we'll take that blood bug meat. We're actually getting a little lower than what I would like to be carrying around. We are still rocking parasites, of course, because when haven't we been rocking parasites for this YOLO run? It appears... Alright, nothing set up, so it is official. We don't have to clear anything. And game, I absolutely have discovered Red Rocket before. Alright. Well, guess that's fine. Do I need to actually lay claim? No, I can work and build this. So, alright. So we are doing the operators once again, and then the next one will be for the good old pack. So we can build our operator flagpole here. Boom, completed, done. All right, and I guess we gotta make them happy. So we can build a transmitter, which then that means we gotta build some power. Got enough to do plenty of those. Just hook that up quick a minute, and then we can go right back over to the raider stuff, and they're just strolling in now. So can do a boost still, sure. Put this here, and what's that? You want to pick me up station as well? Okay, and that requires some power. No problem. Done. And what else do we want? Yeah, that should be good. Just welcome. You're the first one here. You get to operate the booze still. Now everybody should be happy. Not sure if I technically need to build beds or not. I guess it doesn't hurt to slap at least a little something down for them. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. They are raiders after all. And you know what? I think they'd like to sleep out under this roof so that way they can really hear the rain come down and be ready for action just in case, you know, anything happens to be coming. All right, perfect. So that is taken care of, and we are lucking out. Just run through that power line. You know, I'm sure it's be fine. No electrocution going. Just gotta run back once again to Shank, but thankfully we are basically walking free as he is at Abernathy Farm. So we got our second base set up. Should just be one more to do before we got to return to Nuka World proper. So that's good. And it does appear as though Shank is already here. So we are sitting good.
Shank.
Hey, boss. Just one more outpost to claim.
So we do want to wipe something out. So ideally we pick a location that's relatively nearby that doesn't have people. So Oberlin Station is pretty nearby, but there are those two, and that would put raiders a little bit closer to downtown Boston, which I wouldn't necessarily want. 10 Pines Bluff is well out of the way. Could be a decent option. But honestly, I think Outpost Zamanja, I think we've already cleared them, and I don't think we have anything as far as settlers set up there, at least to my knowledge, without actually looking. And that is a little bit further away than... Oh, I already forgot the 10 Pines Bluff. But honestly, that's going to be out of the way for us, and we kind of want to keep these raiders away from everybody because we don't want to actually run into issues if we were to take a vertibird, and don't want our own gangs trying to shoot us down.
Let me... Alright, that one will work. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything that moves.
All right.
I'll make sure you...
So we got to go to Oberlin Station, or not Oberlin Station. We need to go to Outpost Samanja, and yeah, it's cleared. It doesn't say that we actually have any settlers there, so I think it should be relatively good to go. Now we are going to just travel right on through Concord, past Thicket Excavations, and stroll up kind of past 10 Pines Bluff to Outpost Samanja. And that should be a relatively safe walk. There might be a few odds and ends that pop up, but nothing too crazy. And we are going to have the pack help us out for this. Oh, nice. Looks like our first little stop here. Just some feral ghouls down there. Nothing too crazy, and we probably don't even need a Molotov cocktail for them. We got, looks like 2 there, 1 over there. Should be pretty basic, and honestly, let's just go to our basic suppressed. Oh, and I could use a crit, so we'll take another pot shot at him. Alright, 3 just basic feral ghouls go down. Parched, lack of water. Maybe the stockpile will have regenerated in here. And coming back through here, this kind of reminds me, I think one of our first pieces of legendary gear was actually from a legendary mongrel that happened to be at this spawn point. And okay, technically that's stealing, so we're not going to worry about it, I guess, right now. Not sure what these guys will actually want to do with it, but that's all right. They can keep their little duct tape there. Yeah, should be good now at this point. And Thicket Excavations will... I actually wouldn't mind clearing this out at some point from Sully Mathis, and got a Mirelurk down there too. But we are going to have lots of raiders down in there, and that is it's actually very similar to when we went into Dunwich Borers to get that sneak magazine. It just goes down and down and down. But you can see Raider Scaver there. Really tempted to just take a shot at her right now. If it pops up to like 80, I would, but 50-50 shot. Lots of raiders down there. Probably don't mess with them now, but again, be a pretty decent place to gain some XP. Might have a legendary or 2 in there, and it's a little bit lower level, so they might actually go down a little bit easier too. Bethesda? Are you feeling okay? That is a 94% shot at a magician? Not really sure if I want to go over by that magical force field. I'm detected. You got any like ropes or anything going? Because that's a pretty impressive trick you got there. It looks like you're sleeping. Can I talk to you? Probably fall down, give a little physics damage to me, but what an odd place to sleep. Not sure what happened there, you know. In here would make a lot more sense. Oh well. And Lucas Miller isn't here to help clear out a few caps. No big deal. But that... you gotta love just random quirkiness like that. It just where the game decides to like kind of semi-break. Just check this house. Just Radstag dough in there. Alright, we're actually, I think, running a little lower on that meat. So, yeah, go on. Take it out. Got another one in there. Yep. Perfect. 88%. Seems pretty good. Of course, that's just hitting a lot of different stuff. All right, perfect. Just 2 go down. Definitely can use that meat. We'll get that cooked up. Oh, and another viable blood sample. Definitely got to get back to the Brotherhood to turn those in. Viable blood samples, and I don't think I've actually found that many technical documents, but that's all right. Viable blood samples can get some good caps. And it is kind of nice here where the raiders want to meet. Kind of takes you back to the first time when you went to clear this place. You know, they just kind of hung out under the bridge. Now, I would prefer to, you know, hang out in, like, the building, but this is a good spot, too. Then I know that, you know, it was a good siege on Boomer.
Hey,
We're itching to bash some heads in, boss. There ain't no heads around here. Figure we can go have a look around, see what this place has got.
Perfect. That's, I know you wanted to bash heads in, but, you know, this is better. So this was the right choice. And do I get to discover this again? I do. Wonderful. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I had just left a mini nuke here. Guys, mini nuke, you can just explode some things then. And I hear generator, right? Yeah. That is, what's that rigging up? I don't even really know. But, same thing, we can get these guys all set up. Raider, flags. We need the pack. Slap that in there. Ooh, gotta love the 3 XP Idiot Savant. And now we unlocked a new rank of the Wasteland Warlord perk. Build Raider dealers at your outpost. Phenomenal. Not going to be doing that, though. Alright, but we do want a few resources, so we'll throw this transmitter in here. And, oh, we got a level up. Very nice. Hook that up there. Same thing. We are going to build a boost still here. And, hey, you are lucky. You are right here. You get to do the boost still. And home sweet home completed as well. Let's just slap a pick me up station. And boom. Well, I guess we do need one more bed. So let's go ahead and build that as well. And same thing. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just a basic sleeping bag. Let's have it be, you know, under that here. Can kind of sleep in the shadows. I'm not actually sure what all has popped up. So let's take a look. We do have a second level up. I don't think we are needing to do anything pressing with that. Okay, so we gotta talk to Shank. Don't need open season. Definitely don't want that yet. And yeah, what did we end up completing? So we captured these 2. Yeah. Alright, so probably just all basic stuff. We just need to return to Shank. These guys should be happy. They're out of the way. Shouldn't hear much from them anymore. And home sweet home complete. That's the main thing. Just so much walking for this quest. So much walking. Now, if memory serves, that should be it, and it should start power play for taking it back over the power plant in Nuke World. And for those eagle eyes keeping track of any of my, you know, shots, I had a little bit of a misfire on the way coming back here. My controller happened to, you know, just bump into my leg and do a nice little, like, as I'm walking around, just all of a sudden, just a nice little jump. And boy, did that scare me good when that happened, because I was not expecting it to bump into my leg. But I did cook up a little bit of food as well at Red Rocket on the way here. Those blood bugs and the rad stag. So I topped up on a little bit of food there too. And all right, where is Shank? Shank.
showing the operators the good life.
All of a sudden, you just, like, teleported down here? Because you... Oh, there you are. You definitely weren't there before, were you? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Shank.
Boss, I just got word. You need to get back to Nuka World. Now. The disciples have turned on us. Nisha didn't like how you were handing out new territory. Now she and her crew have gone and stormed Nuka World's power plant. The other bosses are waiting on you before they move in. You need to get back there before these turncoats do something.
I was gonna say, what is coming in? But we got a super mutant, at least, coming in. Good thing we got operators in the back. Okay, you got another one way over there. Oh, a suicider. Okay, let's just take him out. One of those shots should land. Got a free mini nuke out of the deal there. Detected. Yeah, okay.
Sooner things get taken care of in Nuka World, the better. There's something I can do for you in the interim?
No, nothing for now.
Nothing for now.
All right.
Sorry, Shank. You know, there just happened to be some super mutants roaming in. Oh, and we're not done yet. One more coming. Goodbye to you. Is that going to be all she wrote? Those 3? That's one thing that absolutely terrifies me when you are going into conversations. The world around you does not stop, which, you know, it shouldn't stop. I'll take that mini nuke for now. The other one just had a board, so yeah, mole rat meat. Okay. And it's nothing. Ooh, what do we got down there? Oh, we got a operator way down there. Okay. More power to you. But yeah, anytime there's bullets flying, whizzing right past, I mean, they just have basic pipe weaponry, but that can still cause some damage. That is not what you want. But I guess we do have to get back. Nisha has turned on us, so no problem. We just have to go take care of her back at Nuka World, and ooh, Nuka World is close to being wrapped up. Well, we are back in Nuka World at the transit center, but I don't really want to go any further because ultimately I am tired, and I'll have to weigh the options on, depending on how much adrenaline I have. Maybe I'm going to want to go up to Fizz Top Grill and actually sleep. But as soon as I enter in, all of the disciples are basically going to be a war zone because the disciples are hostile, but the pack and operators are friendly. So they are going to start kicking off some little turmoil and could get shot. And I've been recording for not as long as I actually thought I might be for this part, although it is going to be a little shorter than typical episodes, but I don't think I have enough time to actually fully get into it and cleaning out the power plant. So we're going to kick things off next time with taking care of the disciples and finishing Nuka World proper, and that will be good to have in the back pocket completed. But we did survive a couple rad storms on our mini walks back and forth to the Commonwealth, and yeah, this is going to be very nice to have this wrapped up and complete, and I am looking forward to it next time, and I hope you are too. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much, and if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, that is also greatly appreciated. But yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for joining, and until next time, powering off.